Bonjour, I hope you're well and you're looking forward to episode 138 of Regen Rovers, where today we're going to be warming up for the FA Cup final. And I do literally mean warming up, because over the last few days there's been a heatwave here in the UK, southern England in particular. Not sure what it's like for anyone else in the UK, in the north, Scotland. Don't know if it's hot there, but it's definitely hot here, especially in this little room, because I've got two lights on. I closed the window to stop the noise coming in. Houses here in the UK are made to trap the heat in, especially with all the insulation you put in them these days. And it's before 8:30 in the morning and it's already swelteringly hot in here. It's pretty frustrating. But there we go. I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to soldier on. Anyway, we are warming up for this FA Cup final against Wolves, which will be a YouTube premiere in a couple days' time, 2 days' time. Now, I've not played this series, not played this save for a few days, which is why I was thinking of just going straight into the FA Cup final. But I need to just get back into the swing of things. And it's also a good way to advertise you guys to come along, watch at 4:30 on Thursday, the 29th of August. Come and join me. Watch it as if it's live. It's a premiere. So I've already recorded it, but I can get involved in the chat. You guys can get involved in the chat. So that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, since you left me then. Of course, in the last episode, we got through to that final. We beat Cardiff and Liverpool in the quarter and semi-finals of the FA Cup. Since then, 2 wins, 2 draws. It's left us 9th in the Premier League table. And there is a slim chance of qualifying for Europe via the league today. But it's extremely slim because Wolves... we have to finish 6th today to guarantee qualifying for Europe via the league. Because, of course, the FA Cup final. Now, if we win the FA Cup final, we qualify for Europe. Do we qualify... if Wolves qualify for Europe in 7th... I suppose it depends who's won the Carabao Cup. I'm not entirely sure the details of the qualification, because who's won the Carabao Cup? Spurs. So they've won the league. That doesn't matter. We don't have to. So 7th place will qualify for Europe right now. In fact, I think they definitely qualify for Europe because it's either Wolves. Well, it depends if Wolves confirm 7th place, I suppose. I guess if Everton finish 7th, then it's going to be a fight between us and Wolves for that European spot by winning the FA Cup. I just want to win the FA Cup. I just really want to win a competition because I love winning cups, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day, winning trophies. So we had 2 3-2 wins in a row since you last saw me. Will Loader scored 2 penalties from Shriver. I won't show you the goals because they're a little bit boring. So yeah, our defenders got involved, and it was 2 penalties that gave us all 3 points in the end. And then another away win. We've been fantastic away from home, of course, this season. Dave Barnes was our man of the match, but Alan Stewart got the first goal of the game. He took advantage of a loose header, first to react. We were the better team in this game, as you can see statistically, but West Brom did give us a bit of a fight. Second goal of the game was from Mark Ball. Alan Stewart involved in this one as well. He actually got the assist with a lovely through ball. Look at that. Fantastic pass. Easy finish from Mark Ball in the end. And the crucial goal in the end was from Dave Barnes, who was our man of the match in midfield. Look at us all charging into the box. Great finish from the midfielder. We then drew 1-1 against Man City. Really good result. They went 1-0 up, but Alan Stewart was our hero with a 90th minute goal. We were pushing men forward. You can see Will Loader was up there, but in the end, a brilliant cross from Henriquez. And Stewart powered a header home. Great celebration as well. We deserved that because we had so many shots. We were really good in this game. And most recently, a 0-0 draw against Southampton. So a couple of draws lately have... really good draw against Man City. A little bit of a poor draw against Southampton. Lots of TV games, by the way, which is helping our finances, that's for sure. But yeah, Leicester away and West Ham at home are our last 2 games of the season. Fairly tough games. But we have been good away from home this season, of course. We've beaten Leicester once. They've beaten us twice. We are the favourites. We've got strong recent form. They're in poor form. We'll go with the away tactic. And we will go with the strongest lineup we can possibly put out there. Smith, Henriquez, Rios, Loader, Shriver, Clark, Flanagan, Barnes, Nunez, Stewart and Ball. They've got a decent team, Leicester. They've got some very good players, but they've had maybe a slightly disappointing season in mid-table. They're safe, I suppose. That's the main thing. But Gaspar, I remember him scoring against us. He's a quality player. He really is. They've got some exceptional talent in this team. Got a couple real life midfielders as well. Jamie Shackleton was capped by England in the end, 1 cap. And Bruno Jordao, who wasn't capped by Portugal. Mark Ball, our top goal scorer, heading into the last few games of the season. But the man in form is Stewart. He's done very well lately. The fight for the Golden Boot, the Regen Rovers Golden Boot, is on. Oh, an FA Cup final to look forward to. That is marvellous news, isn't it? Really is an achievement for a club like us. Expected to get relegated, but we've had a fantastic season. We're going to finish mid-table, hopefully top 10. Not sure if we've confirmed top 10 yet, but I think we almost have. And here's the first highlight of the game. And it's just not... We might be playing in our flip-flops a bit. Players not wanting to get injured for the FA Cup final. But we just got to keep going. We do. We just want to keep going and finish as high as possible and build momentum heading into that final. Spurs have ran away with the league title, by the way. Absolutely dominant this year. The other team's a little bit disappointing, really. I think Arsenal on 73 points, second place. That's not great, is it? Here's Shriver to Loader to Rios. Can we build from the back here? Flanagan into Dave Barnes. Back to Flanagan. Barnes out wide to Luke Clark, who likes to run at the defence. And here he goes. He's tackled in the end, and maybe it's going to be an opportunity for Leicester after all. That Gasper, dangerous player. They've had a clear-cut chance, but no shots, which is quite strange. But I think it's because it was a block shot early on. Rios has picked up a little bit of a knock. I don't really put centre-backs on the bench these days, so just let Charlery fill in. Well, boring first half. I think we are just sort of dawdling a bit, hoping for no injuries. Playing in our flip-flops, we're safe. We've had a good season. Well, this is very disappointing. We've just won a corner as I was about to make a sub. Nunez to take it. Short to Shriver. Shriver crosses it in. Stewart heads on. And it's somehow not gone in. Loader hit the post in there. In fact, we've had a clear-cut chance in the mix there and a couple half chances. Going to bring on to Sakovic. Mark Ball's not playing particularly well, but he's motivated. So I think I'll leave him on. And Kevin Ramirez will come on for Barnes. Give him a bit of a rest. Well, sorry, this has been poor. We're not exactly warming up, are we, for that FA Cup final? But here's Leicester, Allsop on the ball. We've given him space. It's a fantastic strike. It's disappointing from us. We've just not done anything. Well, we've had those couple chances just now, but overall quite poor. We'll go to the home tactic. We'll go attacking. And I think we'll throw on Kavcic for Mark Ball. Make a change. Although we're on the attack here with Clark. It's crossed in. That's not going anywhere. Free kick to Sakovic to take it. Back post. Loader heads across. Kavcic. He can't score. How has he hit the post from there? Very attacking for the last few minutes. This has been a very disappointing game from us. I suppose the main thing at this point is we're not picking up injuries. But to lose a game that's going to dent our morale, we need to get a win against West Ham on the last day of the season now, don't we? We really do. Just to boost that morale a bit heading into the final. We have confirmed 9th place though. 4 points ahead of West Brom. No chance of qualifying for Europe via the league. Wolves, by the way, they must have been playing European football this year. Why have they got so many games in hand? We're surely the favourites for the final. I mean, they're actually playing Chelsea the week after the FA Cup final in the league. They've got the Europa League semi-final. They're playing against Celtic. Look at all these games. Norwich, Blackburn 2 days later, Celtic 2 days later, Southampton 3 days later. They've got a bit of a rest ahead of the FA Cup final. And then they're going to have to play Chelsea a week after everything finishes. That's unusual. I mean, that's actually going to be quite a couple weeks after the Premier League finishes. Wolves are still going to be continuing their season. I've not really seen that before. That's really quite bizarre. It's time for Ask the Manager then, and I'm going to answer 3 questions. The first is from David Maxwell, who's asked, what's been your favourite out in the wild animal nature experience? I've not been to a huge number of adventurous places. I've not been to many, to be honest. In fact, the only one really was Iceland earlier this year. My wife, Jenny, is obsessed with puffins. You know, the little seabird with the colourful beak that people get confused with penguins, I suppose. So we went to Iceland not just to see puffins, but that was one of the reasons why. And we stayed in Reykjavik, and off the coast of Reykjavik you can do puffin tours. And we went to 3 separate islands on this little scary speedboat. But we saw thousands of puffins. There really were thousands, so that was exciting. And on a separate trip, we saw a humpback whale. So that's probably the coolest thing I've seen in the wild. Humpback whales are huge, and it was pretty exciting seeing them. I saw some dolphins as well on the same trip. So that's probably my best nature experience. Second question is from Hey Chan, who's asked, who is your favourite West Ham player? Of all time, it would be Bobby Moore, even though, of course, I'm far too young. I think he died when I was 2 years old, or one, maybe only one, actually. But just getting to know about him as a West Ham fan and watching footage and reading about him, he's my favourite all-time West Ham player. But my favourite player right now, Mark Noble's a legend, and he is underrated. But probably Anderson right now. I do like Anderson. He's cracking. I'm looking forward to Haller as well, causing carnage in the Premier League. He's already got 2 goals, of course. Next question, last question today is WD, who's asked, what is your favourite moment of the series so far? That's a tough one because there's been loads of brilliant moments, haven't there, this series. It's probably going to be getting promoted from the Championship. I think it has to be. I mean, that playoff final against Regen Rovers was absolutely insane. Let's just reminisce. Can I see it? Yeah, we can. That 6-3 win against Blackburn went to extra time. Mark Ball was just insane. He scored 4 goals. 2 of them in extra time, of course. And he scored the crucial one, really, in that 94th minute. Added another after Bilbo scored. So, yeah, I think this has to be the moment of the series, getting promoted from the Championship via the playoff final in one of the greatest games ever. That's my favourite moment. So it's our last Premier League game of the season at home at Luton Town Stadium against West Ham United. Now, I've made one change. Sean Lawler is back from his severe 2 to 3 month injury just in time for the final. Now, I've put him in for Mark Ball just to try and build up his fitness. Mark Ball will start the final, he just has to. But it's a question of whether it's Lawler or Stewart. Stewart's been fantastic lately, so he probably deserves to start with Lawler being a bit of a super sub option. West Ham then. I'm not sure where they are in the table, but they're below us. They've got some. Well, they've had some decent players over the years. I remember this guy being pretty good. Chidi, he's quite young still. Galati, but I don't know if they've sold a few players. Oh, they've still got this Argentinian guy. Oh, and this other Argentinian guy. He's pretty good actually. We lost against him in the last match, so we want to avenge what happened. I'm going to use the away tactic because this is what we're going to use in the final. So I just want to... I know we're playing at home, but I'm just going to do that. It's been more effective than the home tactic this season. Early chance for us maybe. Here's Flanagan out wide to Luke Clark. Crossed it, blocked. No chance for us. And maybe it's going to be a chance for West Ham as Hill runs at our team. But Clark intercepts and that's fizzled away. Hopefully we'll see some goals today. Free kick to West Ham though. Hit into the post. Not bad effort. Throw in. This is where we're good. We're good at the throw-in routines. Here's Barnes. Cutting inside. Having the shot. Just firing it wide. A little bit too far wide, really, for my liking. But got to have a pop every now and then. Well, this episode has been a bit of an anticlimax so far. Loader! Over the bar. Sorry. I mean, maybe I should have just played the FA Cup final. But I wanted to show you the end of this season, as I always do. But it has been disappointing. We've been in our flip-flops. We're not warming up at all. We're just not doing anything, are we? Yeah, West Ham have a bit of possession in their own defensive third. Here's Hill. What can he do? It's so slow. I mean, I think it's just end of season football from both teams, isn't it? Just half-hearted. Flanagan easily intercepts. Is really poor from the West Ham player. Here's Nunez now. Back to Shriver. It really is. It just feels sluggish. Barnes out wide to Clark. We should be a bit more energetic against Wolves, especially as they will be tired, surely, from all the football they've been playing. The multiple games, few days in a row. Here's Flanagan to Nunez. Crosses it in. Stewart heads it on and clips the crossbar. And it's 0-0 at half-time again. Maybe I will go to the home tactic. We'll move to the home tactic. Lawler's not done anything up front. He's knackered though, isn't he? I'll leave him on for a few more minutes. Try and build up his fitness a little bit more. Maybe if there's an under 23 game, I might give him half an hour, sort of 45 minutes in that game. Corner, come on, let's have some excitement. Rios, there we go, 1-0, finally, something. Nunez with the corner. Kefran Rios with his 3rd goal of the season. I think him and Loader have both contributed goals this year from defence. And it's a good header from our most expensive signing ever, of course, which will probably be broken in the summer. Even more money to spend, I'm sure. I'm going to throw on Mark Ball now for Lawler, who hasn't done anything, but he's a decent striker. It'll probably be his last appearance ever for the club if he does come on in the final. I don't think I'll loan him back next year. Liverpool might not want him to be loaned out, of course. Probably they will, because I can't imagine he'll be breaking into the Liverpool team anytime soon. But I'd like to try and sign a really top-class striker in the summer. That's one of the things. There's a lot of things I want to do. If you think there's any positions I need to improve, I think most of you will probably say every single position. As Mark Ball makes it 2, and possibly that will be enough to make him our top goal scorer this season. Unless... it's suddenly got lighter. That's really weird. You notice that? It's just got really light. It's like they've turned the floodlights on, I think. Although it's May now. Surely we don't need floodlights in the afternoon. Nice finish from Mark Ball. Comes off the bench, grabs his 16th goal of the season, which is the same that he got last year in all competitions as well. One more sub. I really hope there's not a yellow card here that is going to cause a booking. I didn't have a look at that. That'd be a real blow. I'm hoping that doesn't... If that rule about 5 yellow cards isn't a thing anymore for the FA Cup final, but it might be. Oh, we need Dave Barnes in the final against Wolves. I didn't check. I should have checked. This has been a very comfortable win. We might get a 3rd here. Here's Shriver. But if that is... Oh! Chance! It's in from Clark at the 2nd attempt. Yeah, if that is the case that Barnes, or Rios for that matter, are suspended for the final, then that is an oversight from me. I shouldn't have played them. This was a bit of a scrappy goal, wasn't it? I mean, what? There was 4 West Ham players and somehow none of them got anything on it. I think they're all in the way of each other, weren't they? Well, although it's finished 3-0, it's not the most exciting game of football, but comfortable win from us, and this will massively boost morale ahead of the FA Cup final, of course, which was what the aim of this episode was. The aim of these 2 games. Disappointing defeat against Leicester, but very comfortable win. Since going to the home tactic, it has worked at home. They've got a goal back with Rob Arthur grabbing a goal. That was sloppy defending from us, really. But overall, it's been a good win, and I'm pleased with this. 18 shots to their 10. We're going to finish 9th in the league table, which is fantastic. Liverpool have dropped all the way down to 8th. Well, I was hoping Wolves would finish 7th, really. So they'd already qualify for Europe. And then even if we lost the final, I think we would qualify for Europe. Oh, no, that wouldn't be the... No, that wouldn't... No, I think we have to win the FA Cup regardless, don't we? I don't really know. Someone's probably commented now in the comment section to let me know. But yeah, that was a good solid win. Man of the match performance from Luke Clark in the end. Let's see if Rios or Barnes are suspended for the final. I don't think they are. Thank goodness for that. Praise the Lord. So have Wolves got through to the Europa League final? Oh, I think... Yeah, they have. So they're... Oh, yeah, they've got West Ham. Oh, my. West Ham have got through to the Europa League final as well. Maybe that's why they were sort of disappointing today. But that is a crazy end to the season for Wolves, isn't it? Hopefully they're going to be absolutely knackered. Thinking about the Europa League final, which I'm sure they've already qualified. Oh, they're going to finish 5th. They're not going to finish 4th because they'd have to win 12-0 on the last day of the season. But it just shows how good they are. They are a really good team. It's going to be tough, even though hopefully they'll be a bit more tired than us. They are an exceptional team to finish above Man United. They finished above Everton. Liverpool have dropped all the way down to 8th place. Really disappointing season from Liverpool, considering they won the league twice in a row not that long ago. And then suddenly, since Eddie Howe's come in They've finished 8th and 9th. Surely they're going to get rid of Eddie Howe. Is he still in charge of them? Yes, he's gone. He is gone from Liverpool. But what a season. 16 wins, 10 draws, 12 defeats, a +5 goal difference in the end, 58 points. Exceptional stuff. There's still one game left to go this season. Oh, in fact, Wolves versus Chelsea. So Wolves could beat Chelsea like 6-0. If they beat them 6-0 by 6 goals, I think they'd get into the Champions League. That is an extremely unlikely thing to happen, but you never know. Let's just have a quick look. We've got one more game to go, but I'll just look at these briefly. So Mark Ball should finish top goal scorer once again. How many league goals has he scored this year? He's got more league goals this year. He got 10 last year, 14 this year. He's not finished. Those of you say he's finished. I think if we can get a world-class striker to play alongside him next year, he'd still get just as many goals as that striker, I reckon. Alan Stewart has a chance of finishing top goal scorer. Of course, he has actually started less games than Mark Ball. Lawler had a really good start to the season, dropped off. Our other striker, Kavcic, 1 goal this season. I know he's not played a huge amount of football, but he's been really disappointing. Nunez has had a good year as well in front of goal. Dave Barnes, most assists. Really added something to our midfield. If we can get him back next year, that'd be fantastic. Clark and Shriver also contributing. Top average rating, Matteo, although he's only played 12 games this season. Deratic also up there. It's usually these players because they've played in the Hampshire Senior Cup. But Dave Barnes with a fantastic average rating this year. Alan Stewart as well. Nunez. We've had some really good performances this year, that's for sure. Where's Mark Ball? Mark Ball's all the way down here, 6.91. But I love him. He's been good. Anyway, we'll end it there. Thank you for watching episode 138. Possibly not the most exciting episode ever, but it's a good warm-up. We've lost one game, but we've won the last game of the season. That was the crucial one to win, I think, heading into the FA Cup final. Please join me in 2 days' time for that massive game. We can win our first proper major trophy. We've won lots of little minor trophies. We've won leagues. We've won playoffs. But to win the FA Cup, that would be huge, wouldn't it? So I hope you're looking forward to that. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.